Okay, obviously disappointing loss for us. There's a couple things that stand out. Obviously, not scoring before halftime. That was a tough deal right there. We had a 30-yard field goal, I think, right in the middle. It hit the upright, and then a block extra point. We had the momentum right there to try to tie it up, and we hadn't had a block extra point, all year. So that was tough. Defensively, they battled, I think, all day. I mean, obviously we couldn't get the ball back at the end, but you look, you have more yards, 9 of 15 on third down. They were 3 and 9, and I think we stopped them 2 times on fourth down right there. Had the one turnover that led to points for them. At the end, that was a big one, but overall disappointing loss. We got to go back home. Last game of the year, playing Houston. We got to try to find a way to win that and get bowl eligible. Questions?
You mentioned right before half, more timeouts. What was the intent of that play when time ran out?
Yeah. First of all, it wasn't a very good play. There's no doubt about that. But we gotta just get outside and we got to throw it. That's what we got to do. I mean, obviously in that situation, let the clock run out. That's no good. That was a big play in the game.
Gus, you guys struggled on the road in the Big 12 this year. I mean, is there anything that you can kind of pinpoint that just maybe stands out that why you maybe have struggled on these road games?
You gotta play good on the road to win this league. I guess this is our 6th road trip of the year. Give Texas Tech credit; they found a way to win. Our guys battled hard. Like I said, statistically, I think we're better statistically, but we didn't win the game, and that's disappointing. You really felt like we had the momentum on the big pass. I think they went corner cat and the safety, and JRP did a really good job to get the ball to Javon, and you could kind of feel a little bit of the momentum there, and then we have the block extra point, and you just can't do that on the road to win. And this is a real league, and we've had some growing pains, obviously this year. Being a new member of the league, but we've had some missed opportunities. Tonight was a missed opportunity. I think everybody knows that. Our players, they're disappointed. I thought they fought hard. I thought they played hard. Time of possession was in our favor too. Didn't win the game.
A week ago, your team held Ollie Gordon to 25 yards rushing. Tonight, Tosh Brooks nearly 200. What was the difference?
Yeah, I thought they didn't run it much in the first half, and I think offensively we kept the ball away from them, and then they stopped them on the fourth downs, and I think that was really big. And then they got some momentum. He had some chunk runs. He's a really good running back. There's no doubt. But we had a couple missed tackles. I was real worried about him bouncing things out, and he broke some tackles, bounced things out, and I think those chunk runs is really what added up.
How much do those penalties add up, just kind of killing drives, holds, and different?
Yeah, that we've been playing really clean football as far as the penalties the second half of the season. That's very uncharacteristic. I'd like to look at some of those. It was a really, really tough one there that we had the ball, I think, inside the 15-yard line, and Mark Anthony ran a little counter tray, and they called it back. I don't know, that was a lot of uncharacteristic penalties. Like I said, we'll look at it.
I guess you had a couple plays that had to go to replay and look at. Kobe had a catch that looked like it was a catch. How frustrating is that to have to have that kind of decision?
Well, I think most things went against us today. That's probably fair to say. It doesn't matter if that happens. You still got to find a way, and wasn't very many things going our way on the road, but you still got to find a way, and we still had opportunities at the end. I think that's all that. Yeah. We have opportunities at the end to tie the game up with the momentum, and we just didn't.
You talk about missed opportunities. You don't score after getting the pick, and then they produce points after the JRP interception. What happened on that interception?
Yeah, I just don't think he saw the safety. They went cover 2. We had a double move, and he didn't see the safety, and he threw it to the guy, and obviously they get some momentum, and then they went and scored a touchdown. I can't really remember. I think on our pick, I don't remember how everything went down, but we didn't get any points out of it, obviously, and that was a big thing in the game too.
RJR was coming off such a fantastic stretch. What do they do to kind of bottle him up? He had some yards that just couldn't really pop any explosive runs.
Yeah, they did a good job with, they mixed up Okie and Even. They brought some pressure a couple times. I think we had a few snap timing issues that could have been better with some of the runs, but I'll have to look at the film. They did a good job. And, they were keen on him like they should.
You had Lukai back at center again this week. What was he able to do? Did you guys put confidence in him to put him in this game at center? And then, was he looked like he a couple times again still struggled a little bit.
Yeah, I mean he hadn't played center. You come on the road and it's loud and stuff, and that's hard to do. What we're asking him to do, that's hard to do. But that's where we're at. He is such a tough, mental and physical, person. Meant a lot to our program, and he'll do anything we ask. And he battled hard tonight.
You had some challenges with special teams, obviously, but you also had the fake field goal. Talk about that play.
Yeah, the fake field goal is something we've had all year, and we've been waiting for the right time, and sure enough, that was the right time, and that was a big play in the game at the time. I think it was 3rd and 1, and we went -3 or something like that, and so we got it in the right situation, and that was good. I mean, we were worried about their kick returner, so we started out pooching it, and then they returned it. They put their running back, and he returned it to the field, and then we kicked it to him. He's dynamic. He's probably the best in our league. We knew that. He got it to the 40-yard line, and so then after that, it was kind of like, man, we got to kick it. We got to kick it through the end zone. And Boomer did a solid job. I think it was either 2 or 3 that he put. And once we had the wind in the back of the end zone.
So next week, how important is it next week?
Yeah.
Do or die for bowl eligibility.
Yeah, it's important. There's no doubt. I mean, it's very important. We're going back home. We lost. We feel bad. The penalties and the missed opportunities, but I still think we got a good football team. We'll find a way to rally next week and do everything we can to get that 6th victory at home and get bowl eligible.
Does it also add a little bit that you're going to have some seniors that probably this is their last game, most likely, if you don't get the bowl eligible?
Well, yeah, I mean, we'll have senior day and all that, but like I said, our mindset is to get it done.
And is that your message post-game to the team, that they still have an opportunity to continue this season?
Yeah, I mean, we got to find a way next week to come back, put this behind us, and it's been a real resilient team. There's been a lot of tough things go against us. Our leadership has kept things together. I'm certain we'll do the same thing and be ready next week.
Gus, I was going to ask, has this been your most challenging year as a coach? I mean, when you think about the ups and downs.
There's been a lot of ups and downs. I mean, at the end of the season, I'll probably be able to answer that a little bit better. But I'm, like I said, right now I'm just focused on a disappointing loss that we, had opportunities. All right, thank you guys.